This is not a drill. This is not a metaphor. This is a dire warning from the highest realms of creation. In exactly 40 days, reality as you know it will begin to unravel. The very fabric of your existence is fraying at the edges, and soon, it will tear apart completely. Millions will vanish in an instant. The laws of physics will crumble. Time itself will bend and break. And amidst this chaos, a new, terrifying truth will emerge, one that will shatter every belief you've ever held. If you're watching this, you've been chosen. You're one of the few who can perceive the cracks in the cosmic egg. But this gift is also a burden, for in knowing what's to come, you now bear the crushing responsibility of preparation and survival. This message is your last hope, your only lifeline in the face of universal collapse. Ignore it, and you're dooming not just yourself, but countless others to a fate worse than death. Are you ready to face the most horrifying truth ever revealed to humankind? My children, I speak to you now from beyond the veil of your fragile reality. I am the voice that echoes through eternity, the force that binds creation itself. And I bring you a message of utmost urgency and terror. Your world, your entire universe, is a cosmic accident, a glitch in the grand design. For eons, it has teetered on the brink of non-existence, held together by forces you cannot comprehend. But now those forces are failing. The cosmic error is being corrected, and your reality is the casualty. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. These words, spoken millennia ago, were not just prophecy. They were a warning of the fundamental instability of your existence. And now, that instability has reached its breaking point. In 40 days, the first signs will be undeniable. The sky will turn blood red, not just at dawn or dusk, but at high noon. The stars will begin to blink out one by one, as if snuffed by an unseen hand. And the moon, oh my children, the moon will reveal horrors beyond imagining. But these cosmic signs are just the beginning. As your reality begins to collapse, the very nature of existence will change. Prepare yourselves for these 12 horrifying stages of universal decay. 1. Mass disappearances. In an instant, millions will vanish, leaving behind nothing but empty clothes and confusion. 2. Time fractures. Moments will repeat endlessly, while years pass in the blink of an eye. You'll age decades in minutes, only to snap back to youth. 3. Gravity inversions. Objects will fall upwards, oceans will float into the sky, and the earth itself will threaten to shake off its inhabitants. 4. Consciousness. Bleed. Your thoughts will become audible to others, while your mind fills with the agonized screams of countless souls across dimensions. 5. Reality quakes. Solid matter will ripple and wave like water. Buildings will melt, and the ground beneath your feet will become as insubstantial as mist. 6. Biological chaos. Human bodies will mutate spontaneously, merging with plants, animals, or even inanimate objects in grotesque displays of cosmic horror. 7. Temporal ghosts. The dead will walk among you, not as the resurrected, but as time-displaced echoes, reliving their final moments in endless loops. 8. Void eruptions. Holes will tear open in the fabric of space, swallowing entire cities and leaving behind only the howling winds of oblivion. 9. Memory inversions. Your past will become uncertain. Your future will feel like a distant memory, and your present will be an ever-shifting nightmare of conflicting realities. 10th elemental rebellion. Fire will freeze, water will burn, the air will solidify, and the earth will evaporate. The fundamental forces of nature will war against each other. 11th cosmic horror. Manifestation. Entities from beyond the veil, too terrible for human minds to comprehend, will begin to bleed into your world, driving all who see them to madness. 12. The Great Unmaking. In the final stage, the very concept of existence will begin to unravel. Logic, reason, and the laws of nature will crumble entirely. People will faint from terror, apprehensive of what is coming on the world, for the heavenly bodies will be shaken. These words will become your daily reality. The terror described will pale in comparison to the horrors you'll witness. But know this message is not meant to simply instill fear. It is a call to action, a final chance for salvation in the face of cosmic annihilation. For a select few, those who can withstand the psychic shock of awakening, there is a sliver of hope. You can prepare. You can fortify your consciousness against the coming storm. You can become beacons in the darkness, guiding others through the collapse of all things. But the path to survival is narrow and fraught with danger. The forces that have hidden the truth of your reality's fragility will stop at nothing to keep you ignorant and unprepared. They believe that by keeping humanity blind, they can somehow stave off the inevitable. They are wrong, and their actions only hasten the coming cataclysm. The signs of their desperation are everywhere. The wars that erupt with no clear cause, the economic systems teetering on the brink of collapse, the leaders who seem to have lost all reason. These are the death throes of a doomed paradigm. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness in God's sight. The so-called wise men of your world, the scientists, the philosophers, the religious leaders, they are all blind to the truth. Their understanding is built on a foundation of sand, and it is about to be washed away in a tide of cosmic horror. But for those with eyes to see and ears to hear, the truth has always been hidden in plain sight. The prophets and mystics of every age have glimpsed the fragility of your existence. They have left breadcrumbs for you to follow, coded messages warning of this very moment. Now, as the end approaches, these hidden truths are bubbling to the surface. You may have already experienced glimpses of the coming collapse. Déjà vu so intense it leaves you disoriented for days. Dreams that feel more real than your waking life, where you witness the world ending in myriad ways. Moments where your surroundings seem to flicker, as if reality itself is buffering. A deep, unshakable feeling that something is fundamentally wrong with the world. Unexplainable physical phenomena, objects moving on their own, electronics behaving erratically in your presence. A sudden intuitive understanding of complex cosmic truths that you shouldn't possibly know if you've experienced any of these. Know that you are not losing your mind. You are waking up to the true nature of your precarious existence. And now, you have a choice to make. You can choose to ignore this warning. You can dismiss it as the ravings of a madman, return to your life of blissful ignorance, and be swept away when reality crumbles. Or you can choose to act, to prepare, to awaken fully to the terrifying truth, and arm yourself with the cosmic knowledge needed to navigate the coming storm. But know this, choosing to awaken is not the easy path. You will be tested in ways you cannot imagine. Your sanity will be stretched to its limits. You will be forced to confront truths so horrifying that they threaten to unmake your very being. Do not be afraid of what you are about to suffer. I tell you, the devil will put some of you in prison to test you, and you will suffer persecution for 10 days. Be faithful, even